Raymond from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Rig alert. Ready, right?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Hooker. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Hooker going to try and throw for it. That is caught, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
He'll take this to the 46. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Give to Bigsby on the option. And he is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. There he goes left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Cowboy 80.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jack Potts to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Stephanie!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Jonathan Taylor racing to the end zone. And he takes this one in for a close touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hooker to throw it. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Hooker. Looking left side of his got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
79 Broncos. Big.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. 7-7, our score after one.
Let's go now.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but there he goes right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Big Lion.
Taylor is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a quick score. A great play there with his first career NFL NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third and 8. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Richardson going to move him around.
60 Maverick.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Hooker's going to throw it. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The quick slant caught, and in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams. As the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's complete. And they'll wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20. 19 Running straight ahead, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bronco switch.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And quickly, they get to the line. Off the option, here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. Hooker. He's got this complete to Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing. Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. Call it a gain of 12, and of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
18, right in. Flat.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
18 Bradley. Hurt.
They will go for it. It's Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Cowboy 80. Viking 18. Ready.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. Richardson going to change the play here.
70 Ranger. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Richardson now from the gun on third down. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
On the handoff, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back running plays putting him in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? And he's got his target. It's caught for a close touchdown. Josh Downs from 19 yards away. And the Colts are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the gun on third down. Hooker, he's got room past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Hooker on first down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's Hooker. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Third and goal. Here's Hooker. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Okay,
second
ready?
and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Play action. Now Richardson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Another run for Gibbs here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Hooker to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Roll, roll, roll.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're... executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go again with Gibbs. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Hand off now to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it.